So it's about 9 o'clock right now, and that's why you guys aren't going to see this video till tomorrow. It's the first day that I haven't posted a video, you know, pretty much every single day in the last, I think, 2 or 3 months. But I'm looking at the truck in front of me, and it looks so much better than what I originally thought. Like, it's crazy how awesome it looks. Good morning, everyone. I actually have some really exciting news for all of you today. We finally are finishing the wrap today. That's going to be at the end of the video. The first part of the video, though, we're actually going to the Mopar show down in Sandy. I kind of said that a couple videos ago just so that you guys would know if you did want to meet up at that show, but we're gonna head right out. I do have something pretty cool to show you though. Yes, you all know that I have the most basic truck ever, but here we have the Versa SV. It stands for Super Veloce, everyone knows that. It's actually secretly a Lamborghini model. I would have taken this to the show, but it's way too much horsepower for me, so we're gonna stick with the truck for now. And this truck, by the way, has shown me how spoiled I am, because the fact that it doesn't have like a sunroof and some other stuff and the dash is plasticky, I've just been complaining about it all the time and it makes me kind of sad. This is the most depressing thing ever. I actually have to, yeah. And then like this, and the screen, it's tiny, just everything. It makes me sad. I want my Rebel back. So we're just here getting coffee. Look at the wood paneling on this Chrysler. That is just absolutely amazing. I should get that for the Rebel. So we just got over here to the vinyl place. I was gonna go straight to the show, but I decided that I wanna come over here because I'm going to personally decide if I wanna put stripes on the truck or not. I know that we kind of talked about it, but I'm actually able to see what the wrap looks like so far. So I'm gonna go look at the truck, see if I wanna put stripes on or not, but I'm not gonna show you guys what the color is yet because we gotta unveil that later. I just looked at the truck, it's right in front of me. Obviously not gonna show that yet until the whole wrap is done, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do stripes over it just to break things up with the color change that I'm doing. And it looks so much better in person than what I kind of like saw, because I got some pictures sent over and it looked really good in the pictures, but now like actually seeing it in person, it's crazy. It just pops. I love it. I'm so excited for it to be finished, but let's head over to the car show and see what they have going on down there. We've got some VIP parking going on here because all of the parking down there, you can kind of see it's all filled all along the street, but we found our little hideaway. We just got here to the show, and you ready for it? This is, remember, this is you, okay? So we see it's a pretty decked out Wrangler, and then we got over here, we got this really dirty one, which is cool, but this is the guy she tells you not to worry about. So this is actually by Impulse Off-Road. Super sweet build on it. I love all the red accents, and the rims are killer. This is obviously a JL build, but yeah, these guys do some really cool stuff. Do you think I should add rims like that to my truck? Leave that down in the comment section below. So I just walked through the whole show. We have one Viper here, that's it. I couldn't find another one. Maybe I just haven't been looking enough, but this thing's all decked out. You can see it's all set up and everything. It has that actual racing harness in it. You can look at the V10 under the hood. Do you think guys think this is cooler or not as cool as the other Viper that we saw over in service the other day? There's like a ton of people, so it's kind of hard to film, but you can see there's like a bunch of like old school type cars over in this area and all that. I'm not really gonna go on too much detail on anything, just this little area, but over there's an awesome Hellcat that we're gonna go over in a minute. But first and foremost, we gotta go look at this green car. Kind of love the green on this. I was kind of thinking about doing something like this on my truck for the wrap, but I can tell you right now I did not do that. But this is such a cool green on the Dodges. You just don't really see anything else. I mean, you can look at all the other cars here. There's not really anything else that is even remotely that color. And then you can see a little pink car there. That thing is crazy looking. I have this Daytona truck. It's super sweet, but it's got literally a spoiler on the back. Should I add this to my Rebel? I mean, I don't know, but spoiler on a truck bed. Never seen anything like that before. It is sweet. Got all these guys like straight flexing on us. All the Hellcats, of course, parked next to each other, and then these guys decided to go hardcore with the hood props, as you can see. That wrap is the coolest. You know, obviously these guys aren't wrapped. That one's wrapped, so it's got the coolest wrap, but it doesn't have the hood prop, so I'm not sure who's winning here. But it looks like these ones are the first generation for the Hellcat, so the 707 horsepower. That one's a 2019, so that's got the 717 horsepower. I really like this wrap, actually, especially with the matte black hood. But the one thing that I'm a little bit weary of is the badging. I feel like maybe they should have debadged it. What do you guys think? I actually know the guy that owns this Hellcat. Should he debadge this car? Leave that down in the comment section below. I'm gonna ask a million questions in this video, okay? Okay. So normally these like older body style Chargers aren't that cool, but look at the lights on this. I hope it's coming through on the camera because it doesn't look like it's super visible. But you can see it's got like these blue and red lights that are going in circles. Just super neat, like stylistically. Really cool looking car actually. I just wanted to do a black car with like green accents like this. The only reason I haven't is because black is so hard to keep clean. I don't know if I could ever do a black car again, but props to this guy for doing that. And then we've got some more cool Chargers and Challengers. This one's actually really cool how they've done with this. So they got like pink on the lights that you can kind of see right there. And then this Charger over here, you can see they've got some like claw marks on it. That front splitter is absolutely massive on a Charger. Looks really neat. I actually like the look of that one. And then we've got some more cool lights with the Challenger over here. So this Charger right here is like the Punisher edition for Chargers. Looks absolutely crazy. I think some of the builds they do on these newer cars are actually cooler than the classic ones. But you can see all the vents on the hood. And then if we actually go to the back here, it's got like the graded rear window that they have like on the Punisher car. Huge rear diffuser. And then looking at the exhaust tips, I bet this thing is just absolutely crazy with how loud it is. The hood on this SRT, pretty cool. But this is the only place that you'll see a Gladiator and nobody will be looking at it, just because all the other cars around here are so much crazier than that Gladiator. This one's like super old school. So Power Wagon, look at the interior on it. And then it's got like wood bed, really neat, like old school truck. So this is like the ultimate hood setup. You can see that's got like all the props that pop it up, and then you can see the engine will pop up through that part of the hood. One of the craziest builds I've seen on one of these old school cars. This right here is the ultimate like camping setup. Tent on the roof of a Wrangler. Go off-road out in the middle of nowhere and then you just camp. We are heading out. Sorry that I didn't get as much stuff like filmed as what I wanted to, but there's just literally a ton of people. It just shows the turnout that this meet has every single year, but there was a ton of really neat cars. You can kind of see all the stuff that's happening down there. Yeah, I mean literally there's people everywhere, so it's kind of awkward to film, but we are now going to be heading up there. Looks like our secret is no longer safe. People are starting to park up here, so it's a good thing that we are going. But we're actually gonna head up to Park City. I'm not gonna film a ton up there, probably just a couple clips. And this truck's making weird sounds on the front end, so hopefully we survive the canyon drive. Sometimes the cars that are not in the car show are the coolest things. Look at the little like skulls in the back of that car. I don't know what that is, but it's cool. Oh man, someone is in trouble over here. At least it's not me this time. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Look at that. The cars that are out on Utah for Sundays are just crazy. Some cool cars. I think I literally just had the luckiest thing happen. There's like no sign saying that we cannot park here. And I actually found a parking spot. And then I also saw a bunch of Ferraris. That's the only reason why I'm filming up here. I wasn't gonna film up here, but there's a bunch of Ferraris down there. So I'm gonna show those to you guys. Promised, and I have delivered. This is just like a California, so it's nothing too crazy. Let me get out of the way so you can see it other than the pole, but there's lots of cool cars up here in Park City. Maybe we'll find another one. We did see a red one when we were driving, but I didn't quite capture it in time, so hopefully we find it again. And you can see the little convertible top lines right there. So we're on this bridge over here in Park City, and you can see all of the people down there. Maybe you can't, but there's like literally tons of people. Social anxiety has peaked, but it is beautiful up here. Absolutely love it. I love how everything's like kind of like tight and compact up here. Been thinking about moving up to Park City, but not 100% on that. So we are leaving Park City for the day. The next thing that we will see is the unveil of the wrap on the new truck, and I finally get to get rid of this thing. I have absolutely hated it. I know. I said the next thing that we would be doing was going over the wrap, but I had to show this. So we're up here in Big Cottonwood Canyon, and there is still snow everywhere. Middle of June, almost the end of June actually, I should say, in Utah, and there's still snow. Like, what is this? So it's about 9 o'clock right now, and that's why you guys aren't going to see this video till tomorrow. It's the first day that I haven't posted a video, you know, pretty much every single day in the last, I think, 2 or 3 months. But I'm looking at the truck in front of me, and it looks so much better than what I originally thought. Like, it's crazy how awesome it looks. And I will tell you, I did not do the stripes. We're gonna wait, just time constraints and all that, and then it'll give me a week with the truck to decide if I really wanna go that route. Probably will though, but let me show you guys the truck. So here she is, and before you say anything, I had to do a crazy color. I was gonna do purple to match the Stradman, and the Burlacker's been talking about maybe making his Shelby purple, but I decided at the end of the day to differentiate myself, and I can already tell in the camera, it's just not doing this color justice. It's like a bright green, and it's got like a kind of like crystal effect on it. So it's got like a nice like sparkle to it, just like what the silver had. And it kind of looks teal on the camera though. That's the only thing, is in person it's green, but on the camera it's kind of coming through as teal, which I can't really change anything on that. But now that everything's all blacked out, and then we have kind of changed things on the tow hooks. So you can see the tow hooks now, they match the brake calipers. And then, like I said, we wrapped this skid plate here. So this is all black, so there's no silver anymore. And it just looks absolutely fantastic. Like, I am so excited. I knew that the truck was gonna look cool, but like I didn't realize it was gonna look this cool. And then we did go with blacking out the Ram logo on the front, kind of like you guys suggested. I was gonna do red, but I think this looks a lot better, looks a lot cleaner. We're keeping the red kind of on the bottom part of the truck. And then you can see around the sides, we went matte black here. So now the two-tone matches with the fender flares. And this is what I'm planning. So this would be for next week. That's when we're gonna do the 2 matte black stripes. So like I said, gonna drive the truck for a week, decide if I really want to do stripes. And also, like I said, Doug didn't have time to do it tonight. I mean, this has literally taken a lot longer than what we expected. There's just a lot of components and everything on the truck that everything just ends up taking longer on this truck, it seems like. And then the reason that I picked like the silver color, so you can see like obviously any type of wrap, you can get this area wrapped, but it's not really worth it because obviously you can't tell if it's silver once the door is shut. The only time is when you actually open the door, and it's not worth going through all like the time and everything of making this stuff. But the silver does not like look horrible when you open up the doors. It's there, but it just blends in perfectly. And then now with the red interior and the green, I love it. So I'll be like looking over the dash, for example, and then you just see red and green. And then some other quick notes. So I was thinking about taking off some of the badges, but then I decided to keep all the badges on because I thought that if it was like all green, it would just be like too much. So just some things to break it up. So that's why the black accents are there, and that's why we also have the badges still on it. And I'm gonna try to get a video this week where I actually have this out in the direct sunlight when it's not so dim, because like I said, it's 9 o'clock tonight, where you can actually see it, and it's not going to look so like teal on the camera, because this real like it's just, you have to see this in person. I'm trying to capture this on the camera, but it's just not coming through. Like I said, again, if you do live in the great state of Utah, or even if you don't live in Utah and you do want a vinyl wrap, window tint, all of that, and speaking of window tint, we need to make this not look like a fishbowl anymore, just saying. Look up Elite Vinyl Works. Doug's an awesome guy. He does a really, really good job. And I mean, just look at the work that he's done on this truck. It looks absolutely fantastic. And I will include his contact info to the business in the description down below. Like I said, again, window tint, vinyl, all that kind of stuff. And you can see, I mean, everything that he's done on this, and even the tow hooks, the brake calipers, it looks so, so sweet. Check him out. Well, as much as I won't miss you, we are dropping this bad boy off at the kind of like overflow lot. And just a sneak peek, you guys are going to see this car in another YouTuber's video sometime later this week. Leave down in the comment section below who you think it is that's going to be driving this car later. They've been looking for a winner daily, just saying. I mean, look at this thing. So this is an STI, obviously 2018, clear bra on the front splitter. He did some side effects as well. And then you can see what he's done to the spoiler, taillights, some carbon fiber accents, and then you can see the diffuser down below. This is a stage 1 plus, I believe, on the tune for this STI, and then obviously definitely not a fishbowl. But like I said, leave down in the comment section below what YouTuber you think is going to be driving this car shortly. As long as it's still here, as long as it doesn't sell before Tuesday. Now we are walking back to the truck. I wonder where. Yeah, it sticks out so much. I just love it. It looks so, so sweet. Well, I've got some good news. We are finally heading back this evening, and some bad news. The front end is making some clicking noises. Like I said, we still need to do some extra stuff with it, but yeah, I mean, it's just constantly making clicking noises. Kind of has me a little bit scared. Well, we finally made it back, and sorry that it's so dark. There's just literally no lighting here, but you can still kind of see it. I want to give a quick update on everything that's going to be happening next week with the truck. So first and foremost, and of course we can't see anything, maybe, yes. we're getting the rims fixed. So we're gonna get the rims repowder coated so we get those scratches taken care of on that side of things. And then the next thing that's gonna be happening in the week is after I get that all taken care of, I'm gonna have the Ram shop look at the suspension, everything underneath. So I'm gonna have them do a full inspection basically on the truck. I just want to make sure that everything is fixed under there. And like I said, I'm still hearing some weird creaking sounds. So something for sure needs to be fixed on the undercarriage of the truck. So we're gonna get that taken care of after the powder coating. And then finally, at the end of the week, if I choose to do stripes on the hood, that is what we will do. Lastly is the stripes on the hood. That'll happen on the weekend. And then we're gonna kind of put a stall in the modifications for a minute after that. Now, the reason we're gonna put a stall on it is I am contacting a couple of aftermarket companies for a couple more modifications. One of them is somewhat performance-based, not really, I mean, very, very slightly. And then the other one is off-road based. So I'm gonna be in contact with those companies after this week. I really just wanna get everything fixed up with the truck. It's actually pretty stressful, especially when, you know, every single time I drive it, it always makes some sort of funny sound. I just wanna get that fixed so that I don't have to be stressed when I drive the truck, because it is my daily driver. So I wanna get everything fixed this week. And then next week, I'm gonna be focusing on talking to those aftermarket companies and getting things figured out. The following week after next week is when I'm gonna get stuff done with the side steps on the truck for sure, and then the light modification that I'm planning on doing for the off-road, and then the kind of performance modification that's going to happen afterwards. I'm not sure on the time frame on those other two things, but the side steps have to happen sooner than later, I'm thinking. I hate having to jump in and out of the truck. And on that note, I'm going to cap things off for today's video. I really appreciate all of you guys. You've been giving a lot of positive support, and this truck build that we're doing is a ton of fun. It's a lot of fun for me personally. I've always wanted to do something like this, and we're just going to continue with that. I'm going to give an update video later this week on everything, obviously. But if you are stopping for the first time, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe, comment down below what you thought, and then I will see all of you in that next video.